pretty people. How are you? Welcome back. It's your girl Nia G with TEK Crochet, also known as Teak Essentials. Ignore the background. Let's see if I can fix it. Right, so we're back. I know it's been a minute. Life has been literally trying to pull me into the ring, okay? It's been trying to take your girl out, but we're not. I'm still here. I'm still here. So let's see if we can get a little closer. I gotta remember that the camera's over there. This is really hard for me. As y'all have recently seen in my last upload, I had a fashion show that I was a part of. And if you haven't seen that vlog, you definitely need to go check it out. It was a wonderful experience. I was so grateful for the opportunity. Even though, like, before the fashion show came up, it was stuff happening left and right. Let me just say that. And literally, I had to put all those masks. I had to make 9 ski masks. 9 ski masks. And I literally had to sit there and put away everything that I was going through and create those ski masks, because the ski masks needed to be made because the fashion show was happening. It didn't matter how I was feeling. It didn't matter what was going on. Stuff was happening. The opportunity presented itself, and God said, today's your day, Nia. And I had to put on. I literally had a vendor's table as well. My first time ever doing a vendor's table. It's an experience. I was a little, nervous because I didn't know, like, how everything would, like, turn out, because I knew. So this is what happened. Let's talk about it before I get into why we're here, okay? And y'all my friends, so we can talk. The day of the fashion show, I did the last minute touches, cool. I literally stayed up the night before and, like, finished everything, the last minute things, like the jewels, everything on the ski mask, last minute. If you haven't seen the video, go check the video out. So the day of the show, I knew I had the vendor's table. I didn't have anything made because I took all that time literally making those ski masks and being depressed and going through the stuff that I was going through, that I couldn't even focus on my crochet. So all I had to do was grab things that I already had. So a lot of things I already had pre-made crochet hats, pre-made free mind ski masks. I had a couple of different sweaters, cardigans, things I've already made already. So I was like, you know what? Cool. This is what we're going to use. I'm just going to bring this stuff and see what happens. In my mind, I didn't know how I was going to sell. I didn't have the clothes rack, even though I should have brought the clothes rack because I got the clothes rack. It's actually a backdrop, but I use it as a clothes rack. But we're going to do what we got to do because that's what we're going to do. So I literally put my stuff out, but then I realized my website wasn't up to date because I didn't have the funds to do it. And if you're a mom, then you know. If you're an entrepreneur, then you know. Funds can start shifting ways, especially when you're depending on your craft. And I saw how much the website was to reopen it. And I'm thinking, okay, it's $40. I had the $40. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm going to just do the $40 and go ahead and get my website back up. Baby. Baby, look at me. It wasn't $40. It was $80 because it was already 2 months behind. And I was like, literally, I had like $85 in my account, and I think it was 85. It was something like that, because it was 78 to reinstate it, something like that. So I had just enough money to reactivate my website, and I was like, if I use this money, how am I gonna get out the parking garage? Because the parking garage was $16. And I'm like, what am I going to do if this is my last $80 right now? What am I going to do? And I said, you know what? I put it in God's hands. I said, you know what? God, give it to you. I put this business into your hands. I put this show into your hands. I put this vendor table into your hands. I put my website into your hands. I give everything to you. He said, take a chance, use the money that you have, and give me your money for the website. That did not guarantee I was going to make sales. But I trusted God and everything that he was saying and what he was telling me to do. And when you hear that voice in your head, you just need to go with it. And God said, go with it, Nia. And I'm like, God, you sure? Because what if I don't make no sales today? So long story short, I paid for the website. I let it go. The show starts up and I'm like, okay. I'm a little discouraged because I'm like, I just used my last $80. Like, what if I don't make no sales? But we're here. it's time for them to do intermission. People are coming to the table. And I'm like, okay, it's going fast. It's going super fast. I'm like, okay. Literally getting out my stuff. And this, I just literally, y'all, it was just like a blink of an eye. I made like 2 sales that total 140. And I was like, and I sold things that I didn't think I was going to sell. Like this sweater that I had made before. I wonder if I could put it in here somehow, some way. I'll figure it out. I made this sweater before that I had made that I had never sold, and I was praying on it to get sold. I also sold this one piece that I literally just finished making. I didn't get a chance to take pictures on it. I didn't get a chance to do anything, publish it at all. And it was sold that day, the cardigan. I was like, ooh. Then some lady came and bought one of the hats for me, and a lot of people took my business card, but a lot of people looked at my website. And the whole time I didn't even need the $80 to activate the website right in there, but I did need the website activated because I'm an entrepreneur, and that's how I make my money when people visit my site. You know what I'm saying? But I made 140, so I got the money back and some. That just goes to show when God tells you to do something, you better do it. But anyways, the show was great. For the show, since I ran out of time for making the ski mask, I had to make something for myself because what was I gonna wear? Like, you're a crochet designer, what are you wearing? And I didn't get to crochet anything for myself, so I'm like, you know what? Let's go ahead and take one of my jean jackets and let's add some yarn to it. And so I did. And this is my little jean jacket. I put my name on the back of it for my brand. And it is so cute. I had so many compliments. People were like, oh my gosh, where'd you get that? Did you do that? And I'm like, yes. Should I put it on? I'm gonna put it on. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. So I decided, I was like, plus I was trying to wear my cool grays, y'all, because I got these Jordans and I ain't worn them since I got them. And I got them like 2 years ago. Whenever they dropped, this one I got them, and I haven't worn them yet. So I was like, you know what? You need to find something what you're gonna wear. So I decided to take the yarn and to actually do my jacket. And at first it was just one sleeve because I didn't get to finish, but I finally finished it completely. And this is the jacket. I think it is so cute. Tell me that's not cute, y'all. And then shout out to my mom because she made me this shirt. And in the back says, becoming a brand one stitch at a time. Yeah, so I designed a jacket and I'm like, okay, this is gonna be my outfit for today. This is gonna have to do with some lavender. I was cute. Either way, I was cute. But that's not what we're here for. So let me go sit back down. So yeah, so I did the jacket. Overall, the show was fun. My bad. It literally was like an experience that I feel like I should have sat more into it, like actually been present in it. But it was so much going on in my life at the time that it was a good experience, but I didn't get excited the way I should get excited. Like everybody else was super excited for me, but it kind of was like a humbling excitement for me because it's like, I knew God was going to do something like this. Y'all didn't think so because y'all didn't believe me. You know what I'm saying? And it's true. Like when you're chasing after your dreams, you're going to have people that don't believe you at all. Like they don't believe anything you're seeing because it's like, that's not normal. Like you need to be doing this and you need to be doing that. Or you need to go here. You need to be doing this because that's not what you need to be doing. But how do you know? Like I go by 1 Corinthians 2:9. No eyes have seen nor ears have heard of the things that God has planned for you. So I continue to walk like that. But that's not what we're here for. We're here because you guys want to learn how to make a free my ski mask. And that's what I'm going to do. I realized that I need to be making more tutorials. I need to be YouTubing more and creating content. And I apologize for the inconvenience, guys. I really have been trying to figure out how I'm going to make this money to pay these bills to make sure that we good. Okay? But the one thing that I do is crochet, so it's been technically my daily task. So I said, you know what, you need to get on there and you need to make a free my ski mask. And this tutorial is going to be pretty quick, pretty easy, pretty simple. So it's not going to take you all day. It's not going to take forever because it's based off of the ski mask tutorial. So if you've watched the ski mask tutorial, then guess what? You have achieved the next level. So you will be able to make this free my ski mask with ease, honey. It's not gonna be no issues, no problem. So many people told me I shouldn't post the tutorial because technically so many people, you want people to buy from you. But what's the point of hiding what I know how to do and sharing it with others when maybe you can create something in your city that can help you and pay your bills. You know what I'm saying? I know in my mind it's like, oh, Nia, what are you doing? You're giving away your money. But it's like, it's not really giving away my money. It's helping others create things too. And those who are trying to become passionate into crochet, we're here for it. The crochet community loves new crocheters. So this is what we're doing. But I'm going to be using this yarn right here. And this is in the color Instant Classic. And I got it from Hobby Lobby. And it was $4.99. And I'll be using a 5mm crochet hook with my gripper because they be trying to cause them little corn things on your fingers. Like, that's from, like, in school. You remember when you, like, used to write in school? And you be like, I'm the writer that be, like, writing, like, I write like this. Hold on. I don't even remember. Hold on. Let's see. Something I use is using that pinky because I don't understand. Like, why does it keep trying to fall? Anyways. Yeah, something like that. Anyways, yeah, I don't know. My crochet business book got wet at the show. I had put my drink container in there because it was just me carrying all my stuff. I put my drink container in there and it pretty much got drenched. Yeah, so let's get started. I'm gonna go grab a ski mask so that way y'all can see what I'm talking about. Okay. Tell me what other kind of tutorials you want, because a lot of y'all be asking me for tutorials on things that I create, but in reality, I just start creating them. I don't follow a tutorial. I don't follow anything. I just literally use my brain and think of like how it should come out and how it's supposed to be. I guess it's from learning from fashion and development when I was in high school. So I know how to put garments together. Like, I know how to sew. I know how to do all that stuff, but I don't. Because the sewing machine is a lot of work. It's a lot of space. And I don't really have the space right now. You know, maybe when I move in my new house, I'm praying for a craft room. God, let me get a craft room. I want a room for craft. It could also be the guest room too, but I want a room for my crafts. And I want to get it. But let me go grab one and maybe change the location of where we're doing this at, because it's a lot going on over here. Okay, so I hope the lighting is not too bad. I kind of moved over here with my plants and my rack. As you can see, I have put all my clothes on the rack. I actually made some purses, so I'm getting sidetracked. I want to show y'all a bag that I made. Okay, hold on. I made these bags, and I think it is the cutest thing ever. Like, look at that. Look at that bag. Tell me that's not a cute little bag. And then I'm in the process of finishing this one. I wasn't going to do the whole thing fringe, but then I realized it looks weird without it all being fringed. So this is the side, and this side is not fringed. So it doesn't look completed, you know? So I have to finish the fringe. But I'm going to be adding these to my website probably by the end of the week. I think they're so cute. It's my first time ever making a bag. And then y'all know I completed this fringe top right here. This is the jacket. It's a fringe jacket with the back, the sleeves. And then, oh, but I had to show you that because we're sitting right here, and why not? And look at my tags. Your girl's so official. All she needs is a whistle. So this is what we're going to be making today in this tutorial. And I hope the lighting isn't as bad. I'm going to try to cut the top big light. First of all, I came back over here in this corner. I'm like, not me creating a crochet corner with my artwork and my plants. Anyways, so this is the ski mask we're going to be creating today. It's the Free Mind ski mask. It has the top out, the face with a mouth. I would put it on. Should I put it on? Why not? Put it on, put it on, put it on. I hope I don't mess my edges up. I'm going to put this thing on in a minute. Okay. So this is what we'll be making today. We're making the Free Mind ski mask. As you can see, it allows your hair to be out. It allows your eyes to still be covered, your mouth be covered. This is for the girlies and the men that want their stuff out. They don't like to press down their hair. Like, why can't I wear a ski mask and still wear my hair out? You know what I'm saying? So this is what we'll be creating today in this color. So what you'll need today is you'll need your scissors. You'll need a 5mm hook, and you'll need some stitch markers. You can use two stitch markers and some yarn. So first what you want to do is you're going to want to locate the yarn that is coming through the center piece. Now this is going to pull all the way out. Now this, I prefer the one that wraps around rather than the center piece of yarn that comes out, because I just feel like it's a little easier for me. So unwrap it, and then I have it like this. Now a lot of people use the little winder to wind your yarn. If that's best for you, you can do that, but I don't really be having time for that right now. So let's get started. So what you're gonna do is take your yarn and you're gonna create a, I don't want you looking at me, I want you looking at my hands. You're gonna take your yarn and you're gonna create a loop. And this is how I create my loop, and I just take it and pull the yarn through. Pull the yarn through and just loop it. Now, if you've watched my other videos, it teaches you how to do your basic loop to start out. So I'm not getting too detailed into that at all. So with the loop right here, we're gonna, so with the normal ski mask, we know we start off with the circle. And so we're creating a circle, we're going round and round and round. But with the free mind ski mask, we don't have the top of that part of our head that's out. So we're gonna start off with the like the roundabout. So instead of us creating a loop, we're actually gonna go ahead and stitch, I would say stitch 64 to 67 stitches, and then meet back here, and then we'll continue on. Don't mind me, I'm just pulling out some yarn. I like when my yarn is kind of loose. 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65. So what you want to do now, and this is for you, let's sit you up a little bit so you can see. You can take it and you can actually wrap it around your head to see if it fits snugly. And I have a big head, so don't come for me. But I've noticed that the measurements that I use technically work for everybody, because if you do it smaller, it can be tighter around the nose area and breathing area. So 64 seems pretty good right here. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take it, and now we need to make sure that we line our side up together, because we're gonna connect this end to the other end. So you wanna make sure that you're pinching the front half. Let's see if it can focus. It's not focusing. Let's see. You wanna pinch the front half, and then you wanna make sure you slide your hand all the way down, because you don't want it twisted when you connect it. You want them all together on the same side. So slide your hand all the way down to the other end, making sure that they're all facing the same way. And then you're going to go ahead and connect one end to the other end. So place it on the hook, loop it, wrap it around, and then pull through. And now we've connected our circle. And now we're going to chain up 2, 1, 2. And what you're going to do now is flip it, and you should see this side of your work. You don't want to crochet on this side. You want to crochet on this side. And what you're going to do is chain up 2, and you're going to crochet a double crochet in each stitch until you come back to the first stitch. So we're gonna literally loop, under, double crochet. Now, if you've watched my other tutorials, you know how to do a double crochet. If you've done the ski mask tutorial, and I'm telling you, in order for you to do this tutorial, you need to have done the ski mask tutorial, even though it is kind of beginner friendly. But I prefer you to actually learn the ski mask tutorial, so that way when you're doing the free mind ski mask, it doesn't take you that long, and it doesn't take you so much thinking, because you've already mastered the skill of making the crochet ski mask. So go ahead and do double crochets all the way around till you get to the beginning, and then we'll meet back here. Okay, so in this portion, I was slip stitching into the first stitch, but I missed an important step. You have to make sure that your crochet, that the whole chain is actually going the same direction, because if not, as you can see, it will end up twisted. I didn't want to make it seem like I wasn't perfect, y'all, but I want to show y'all. Now you have completed your first row. So this is the beginning part of your crochet ski mask for free minds. Now what you're going to do is you're going to do the next
another
5
situation
rows.
that I did. There's going to be a total of 5 rows. This first row is going to be your main row. So then you're going to add 4 more rows to this one row to equal 5.
We're going to do the next 5 rows and come back here, and I'm going to show you what you're going to do on the 6th row. So go do that. Make sure you got some music vibing in the background. Get the crochet on. Don't speed. Take your time. Enjoy it. This is the part of crochet. We almost done, though. That's the crazy part. We almost done. So go ahead and do that. And by the way, I meant to tell you, yes, you're going to do that first stitch in the first stitch. And then you continue to stitch on. Do not add more stitches. Just continue to have the same amount of stitches all the way around. And I hope that I'm making sense. So do that first stitch in that first stitch and then continue to do double crochets all the way around. Remember, 5 rows. So we already completed 1 row. So you need 4 more rows. 4 more rows. Okay, guys? Okay, so now you've done your 5 rows, completed rows. They should be a total of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I like to count just in case because sometimes I be miscounting too. That's okay. It happens to the best of us. So now on this 6th row, we're going to chain up 2. We're not going to go into the first stitch. We're going to go into the second stitch, and then we're going to double crochet.
So as you've double crocheted, you're going to go ahead and do 20 double crochets, and on the 21st stitch, you're going to do a half double crochet.
I didn't put how long this should take you in the beginning because usually when you do that, people get discouraged and don't want to finish the project. And so I didn't do it because everybody's time frame could take different times depending on the type of crochet you are, how fast you crochet. It could take you longer. It could take you a least amount of time. Like it don't take you the same amount of time most people do. So I didn't put the time frame.
Just like the ski mask. So if you've done the ski mask, then this is exactly the same thing we're doing over here.
So on the next stitch, you're going to do a half double crochet. And then you're going to slip stitch 22. Twenty-one, 22. Slip stitches are so easy. It's kind of crazy. Then we're going to do in the 23rd stitch, we're going to go ahead and do a half double crochet. And then in the 24th stitch, we're going to continue our double crochet pattern all the way to the beginning stitch. And we're going to slip stitch into that stitch. Okay? Now, what I do suggest, this is the time where I'm saying that you can use stitch markers. So if you're a type of person that you're kind of new at crochet and crocheting, you get lost and you don't know where you last half double crocheted at. After a while, you'll eventually learn the stitches and then you'll know like, hey, I did a half double crochet here, I did double crochet here. But you can take your stitch markers now and place them in the half double crochet stitch in the beginning and the one that was at the end, so that way you know where your slip stitch stopped and started. So as you do the double crochets all the way to the first stitch, you have completed the whole forehead portion of your Free Mind ski mask. And like I told you, it's just like the ski mask. It literally is the same pattern. It's just we're not doing the circle in the beginning. We're literally starting right at the rim of the head. Is that even a word, the rim of the head? Never thought about that. I'm a little sleepy today. I don't know what it is. I am a little bit fatigued. Okay, so now I'm reaching the And you're probably like, Nia, why do you keep putting your when you're crocheting, you're putting it at the bottom of the screen so we can't see? Because some people get intimidated and be like, you're crocheting so fast. That's why I don't show y'all sometimes. I just try to tell you what to do. And we're going to slip stitch into the first stitch. And now we've created the first half of our Free Mind Ski Mask. Now the next row, what we're going to do is we're going to continue the pattern. So we're going to chain up 2. And we're going to double crochet into the second stitch. And then you're going to keep double crocheting all the way until we get to our half double crochet stitch that we have with our stitch marker. So go ahead and do those double crochets. You guys are doing a wonderful job. And if you're still following along, make sure that you follow and subscribe so that way, and share if you want, you know, just so that way you're up to date and you're always getting updates on what I am posting, because your girl is going to start being consistent, okay? I have told myself, you want it, how bad do you want it? I want it real bad, so I'm going to be doing it real bad. So we're getting there to the beginning. And the only time I can put a tutorial out on something is if something I've actually practiced multiple times. I know people always ask me for tutorials, but I really just be winging stuff and literally just go off the one with my head. So it's hard to kind of do a tutorial unless I've created it again and again and again. And these I have created again and again and again and again and again. Okay? So it's kind of like become second nature. And I can actually do these pretty fast now. Before it took me a while, but I'm getting used to it. So now we're approaching our half double crochet stitch. And you're going to go ahead and crochet you're going to do a double crochet in that stitch. And then that's where we're going to start our chain to connect to the other side. So now we're going to chain. So we did 22 stitches, slip stitches. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to chain 24 stitches.
1, 2, 3.
24 stitches, and then we're going to go ahead and loop the yarn around the hook, connect it to the half double crochet that's on the other side at the end of this loop. Hook the yarn, pull through, and we're going to do a double crochet in that half double crochet like we did on the other end. And we've completed the eye portion of the mask. And now you're going to continue to do half double crochet, not half double, you're going to continue to do double crochets all the way to the beginning of the Free Mind Ski Mask that you're creating. And once you get to the beginning, you're going to go ahead and slip stitch and chain up 2. I told you guys this tutorial is a little bit easier. Let me know in the comments. I love your feedback when you're telling me like, hey Nia, we love when you did this, or hey Nia, this is a great tutorial, or hey Nia, can you give us this? Or, you know, I love feedback because it allows me to grow as a person, allows me to grow as a brand in general, because the goal is to make my stuff become a brand one stitch at a time. And so if I'm doing it and you're doing it, I'm becoming a brand because I taught you something. You're teaching me stuff too. That's why I love your comments and your feedbacks. And thank you everybody for sharing. Thank you everybody for following. And thank you for all of the positive feedbacks. I accept negative feedback too. It helps me grow. I won't take it personal. So now you've completed the front portion of your Free Mind Ski Mask. So now we need to finish. So now that you're at the beginning, as you can see in the back, you're going to do 15 rows of double crochet for the remainder of the project. You're not going to do any more extra stitches. You're not going to have to count anything. You're not going to have to do anything but literally double crochet 15 rows. Now, double crochet 15 rows, that means the next row you're going to continue. The next row starts your 1 out of 15. It'll be your first row out of your 15. And when you're crocheting, you're going to literally crochet in every single chain. Now, if you follow, once again, I've said this so many times, if you follow the Ski Mask tutorial, you will understand this completely. If you have not followed that Ski Mask tutorial and you're doing this tutorial, go make the ski mask. Stop trying to shortcut stuff. Take your butt to the ski mask tutorial. Create a ski mask. Do at least 2. I recommend do 2 to 3 ski masks so that way you can be familiar with the pattern. That goes for anything that you're creating with crochet. You want to learn how to do the pattern. You don't just want to keep watching tutorial every time you want to create it. You need to practice it in order for you to create it. You need to keep practicing. You see all these sleeves you see behind me? Guess what? The first time I made it, I didn't just stop and just look at a tutorial. I literally had to keep practicing and practicing and practicing until I could get the sleeves right. And eventually, I perfected the sleeve. I perfected the sweaters. I perfected the jacket. I perfected the ski mask. I perfected the hats. That's how you're going to be better at crochet. And I'm just being 100% honest with you. Yes, it's okay to watch tutorials, but eventually you want to be able to create your own masterpiece. You want to be able to not have to watch something and continue to crochet. It takes the joy out of crocheting if you're having to watch something and to make it over and over again. When you can just learn how to make it, practice it. Once you learn it the first time, you watch this tutorial, you learn the tutorial, and then you're going to go through and you're going to create a multiple items of the same project. And once you do that, you'll find that when it's time to create again, you can watch TV, you can listen to someone talk, you can be out at a gathering, you can do anything, and you're not thinking about the pattern anymore. You're not thinking about how many am I supposed to do now? Am I supposed to slip stitch here? Am I supposed to chain up here? You're not thinking about that because you've practiced it and you've mastered it. And that's the goal I want for people who are crocheting. I want you to master it. I don't want you to have to depend on a pattern every single time. So for the remaining rows, for the next 15 rows, you're going to 15. So this is the part we're at right here. You're going to do 15 rows of double crochet. And then you've completed your project. I told you the tutorial wasn't going to be that hard. I'm not going to finish that because I'm actually going to use this yarn for something else in another project I'm about to do. Because it gave me ideas when I was crocheting and I'm like, I got a little idea, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't going to talk about it, I'm going to do it. But I hope this tutorial was pretty simple for you, pretty easy. Go out here, make your free My Ski Mask. And make sure you tag me or tag my YouTube channel so that way I know you saw it. You can also send me your completed projects on my Instagram at t.e.k_essentials. I love reposting projects from different clients, from different like subscribers, followers. I love when I get like inboxes saying, hey, I followed your tutorial and I created this. I just literally posted one the other day. I love that. I love posting on my page because I want other people to see that it's easy as 1, 2, 3, baby, with Nia, okay? Nia gives it to you plain simple. We have fun with it. I'm excited to see your projects. I hope this tutorial was a great one. Your girl is working on another project. Now, will there be a tutorial on that? I did not know. I did not know. But we will have more tutorials. I actually have another one I think I want to do, but we're not there yet. But anyways, I hope you had fun. I can't wait to see your finished products. Make sure you leave down in the comment section below. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on TikTok. You can follow me on my personal page too. I have it down below in the description because your girl is a vibe and I want to be vibes with y'all. And one day we're all going to sit back and be like, Nia started from this and she's here, and I'm gonna make sure that we all are gonna be, what am I trying to say? I don't even know what I'm trying to say, but I appreciate y'all. Don't forget, it's your girl Nia G with TK Essentials at T Crochet, and see you later.